Could you give me a 30-second warning, please? At the end.
We'll do our best.
Yeah, and I'll only take 30 seconds over or something like that. I won't go beyond that. No, I'm just kidding. Well, firstly, I was not quite sure what to start with here, but there have been some events that have happened over the last 2 years. And what those events were the strikes of teachers in what you call red states, where striking was illegal, where their own leadership, established leadership, opposed it. They struck, they made major gains. This was in Republican states where I've been told for 40 years you cannot do such a thing. Since PATCO. That's what's happened in this country in the last 2 years. In West Virginia, they not only increased their pay from 1% to 5%, they won 5% for every other state worker. If there's ever a reason for joining a union, that's it right there. Now, as far as the $48 million, that's a lesson we have to learn. As far as any deficits, I don't know how many meetings I've been to this where you guys sit there on election time, they come, vote for me, I'll defend education until I'm told to cut. Then that's the end of it. And it's gone on, as the woman before me said, that it just goes on and on. The unions don't run the schools, workers don't run the schools in which that deficit does not belong to them, to the organised labour or to the communities. And so in the last analysis, what you are is agents of big business, whatever you want to call it, the 1%, who are imposing these austerity measures on the American worker and on the middle class. And our schools are a disgrace. There's 90 billionaires in this state. There's plenty of money. I'm not going to go through lots of statistics to tell you. Is that the end? 35 left? Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, so as far as the unions, I want to say to my brothers and sisters, I saw something that said, and it did some years ago when this happened, make the cuts furthest from the classroom. What a divisive way to approach this. Firstly, then why are we facing cuts? There should be no cuts, and he's telling them, cut from another worker, cut from somebody in the community. How can we build a movement to drive back this offensive against working people that way? And why do we belong? We belong to national organisations, and I'll end with this. The Central Labour Council here has 80,000 members. The state of California, there's 2 million workers affiliated to it. Los Angeles Labour Council has 800,000 workers affiliated to it. We can shut it down. These people don't represent our interests. I don't know how many years we have to go through this. They do not represent our interests. The power of labour, organised and unorganised, is what will drive this assault back.